how's it going, guys? My name is Sean. Welcome to Venom Racing, and today we're gonna see if the Steeda clutch assist spring is one of the best bang for your bucks you can do for the S550 Mustang. Spin the intro. First things first, what is the Steeda clutch assist spring? So what it is, so your clutch assembly pedal, actually when you press on the clutch, it has a circular arch to it, and there's a little spring that initially decompresses once you reach the middle of the compression of the clutch pedal. And what that does is it assists kicking the clutch pedal back out afterwards. So that kind of leads to a non-linear clutch pedal feel. And if you've ever driven an S550 Mustang manual, the MT82 transmission, you will notice that sometimes going from first to second, it's a little bit jerky and whatnot because it's very difficult to modulate the clutch. And I've never had any other issues in any other manual cars. One thing I've noticed, just like heel-toe downshifting is kind of a pain because when you're modulating the clutch, sometimes it'll catch before you're ready for it to, or it doesn't engage and you kind of slip it a little bit more than you would like. So what'll happen is that it kicks it out a little bit different. So it's very difficult to modulate because the stock clutch assist spring is a 185 pound per square inch spring. So it's a pretty heavy spring. And I'll actually show you right now how thick that one is to the Steeda clutch assist spring. The Steeda clutch assist spring is only a 35 pound per square inch spring, so it's quite a bit of a difference. So that's kind of the background behind the spring. Now, a lot of people go ahead and just take out the clutch assist spring and go without it. Well, just taking out the clutch assist spring will give you a similar feel to the Steeda clutch assist spring. It won't kick the clutch pedal all the way back out and can lead to slave cylinder damage down the line. So that's why a lot of people go with just this. The 35 pounds per square inch spring will kick out the pedal just enough where you can avoid the slave cylinder damage. Alright, so installation. How hard of an install? Literally, Steeda sends out directions describing how to do it. Very detailed, I mean, it's not really much to it, but really good instructions to install this spring. Maybe takes about 5 to 10 minutes at most. I mean, if you're really taking your time, maybe 20, but that's really pushing it. It's very easy install. There's two different options to buy this kit. There's just the spring itself, which costs around $20 shipped, or there's one with a little bit reinforced spring perch, and that one's around $80 shipped, or maybe a little bit more. Honestly, there's no reason you would need to buy the reinforced spring perch, to be completely honest with you. Just buy the spring, it's 20 bucks, simple and easy, and you're done. You don't need to spend $85 on this spring. Then it's not really, in my opinion, not really worth it at that point. So it's a very easy install. You pretty much can press the spring with your foot first, and then you get a little bit of a vice grips, needle nose, and you can press the spring a little bit more, and then the perch will come off the clutch pedal itself, and you just slide it off. It'll kind of bounce off. The little perch that it sits on will separate. You pull out the stock clutch spring out, put the new one in, and then you just compress it back together. And since this one is only 35 pounds per square inch, you should be able to do it by hand without a vice grip. And then just squeeze it back on there, put it back on the clutch pedal, and all said and done. Really, it's a very minimal tool requirement. I mean, it's a very easy install. So installation, I mean, it's super easy. Cost, 20 bucks shipped. It's that simple. It's super cheap. That's why I would say this is the best bang for your buck modifications for this car, because it's $20 and it really improves the driving feel. And like I said earlier, there's an option to buy it with a reinforced clutch perch, and that costs around $85 shipped. I wouldn't recommend going that route unless you break your stock spring perch, because $85 is not really worth it at that point. So from the driving feel, what I've noticed just driving around town, going from first to second, it's very easy to modulate the clutch now. I'm able to go just pulling away, driving off. It's very simple. I'm not slipping the clutch more than I need to. I'm not being real jerky because it's very difficult to modulate. Going from first to second, it doesn't jerk like it used to, and aggressive shifting when driving quickly, it's not as jumpy either, because you're able to modulate the clutch and you know when the engagement is a lot better than what it was before. Another thing I've noticed, just rev matching, downshifting, it's very simple to do. I mean, it wasn't that difficult to do beforehand, but it's even easier now. Heel toe downshifting is 10 times easier. Before, I had a lot of difficulty doing it in this car, depending on if I was in normal mode or sports mode because of the throttle response. But I've noticed that just swapping out the clutch spring, being in sports plus mode, it's very simple to heel toe downshift now. So guys, if you haven't already bought this spring, just do it. It's 20 bucks, takes 5 minutes to install. What's holding you back? If you really want to improve the driving feel of this car, I would highly recommend doing this modification. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more videos coming up, and we will see y'all guys in the next one.